Alright, here you have it. The 2022 Harley Davidson Lowrider ST. It's a really neat motorcycle. So this ST represents sport touring, okay? So what we've got is the soft tail chassis, which is a sportier chassis. We've got a frame mounted fairing, and we've got some quick detached saddlebags. So it kind of gives you the touring look and the tourability in a sporty chassis. So on the fairing, this is like I mentioned, it's a frame mounted fairing. So it's bolted directly to the frame, and the front end turns inside of it. So that does a couple things. It makes the bike handle wind a little bit better if you're catching wind off of other vehicles you're passing. If it's just a windy day, it seems to handle that just a little better, and you can kind of see how the front end turns inside of that fairing. Takes weight off of the front end, so it handles a little lighter. Yeah, I've always felt makes it feel a little better. And in that fairing, we've got a 5 3/4 inch LED headlight. We've got an air vent at 12 o'clock above the headlight, and we've got an air vent at about 4 o'clock and about 8 o'clock on the fairing as well. So it gives you some airflow, not necessarily to cool the rider, but to stabilize the air in the rider's cockpit. So underneath of that fairing, we've got the inverted forks. That is the best front end Harley Davidson sells. So inverted forks means that the fork tubes are actually on the bottom, as you can see, and the fork legs are on top. That's a performance type of front end. You don't see it very much in the Harley world, only kind of on their more sport-minded machines. Basically what that does is it gives you a bigger diameter fork at the top, bigger diameter triple trees that hold it, which makes it more stable, more rigid, just makes it handle better. It's got a 19-inch front wheel that is one of the prettiest colors on a wheel. It's a bronze color, goes with the black real nice. It's got Brembo brakes, great big diameter brake rotors, which gives you more stopping leverage. The bigger diameter they are, they stop stronger because they got more leverage. Then the brake calipers, there's 2 of them. They're 4-piston Brembo calipers on each side. Handlebars are nice, low profile, kind of a 4-inch rise drag bar, so to speak, or a tracker bar, I guess you could call it. The risers are about a 6-inch riser. You can kind of see those there. Nice straight hand, thumbs up kind of grips is the way those work. Keeps your hands nice and level, very aggressive feeling. The gauges are very simple. All the gauges are built right there in the handlebar clamp. Speedometer, fuel gauge, all your indicators. Very neatly done, very simply done. Nothing on top of the gas tank but a gas tank and a gas cap and a very low profile dash cover that simply states FXLRST. That's really cool. It's got the vintage tank emblem that come off of the lowriders in the late 70s. It's a decal they used for a long time. That's one of my favorite. 117 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 motor. It's the largest displacement engine in one of the smallest weighted chassis that Harley Davidson offers. So you got 125 foot-pounds of torque at 3,500 RPM in a machine that only weighs 700 pounds. So this thing is a tractor times 2, to be honest with you. It's got mid controls. You can see your foot controls are mid, so it's an aggressive sitting position. It's got a nice back supporting solo seat. It's not real flat. On a motorcycle with this kind of power, you want to have some back support to hold you in place. Another cool thing is these saddlebags. So these are a clamshell saddlebag that splits vertically. You can kind of see the seam going down the middle of it, and that's how you load it. So it's a one-hand operation. It's got a lever here that you pull up. The bag splits. It opens just like that. You load it from the top, It's also detachable, and in the Harley world, detachable means it pops off without tools. That's the locking lever. You spin that, and the saddlebag will lift off without any tools required. You shut it back, lock it. One-hand operation. Works really slick. All the motor trim, all the fork trim, the exhaust trim, all of it is a blacked out color, and they really mixed it up. Some of it is gloss black, some of it is textured black, some of it's denim black, and it really accents each piece, I think, better and gives it a nice look. You can see the bronze wheel on the back too. It's got a great big old tire. Very simple on the back. No passenger seat. From the factory you can install one. It's got a nice smoked LED tail light, turn signals, nothing extra, just the bare necessities. Kind of the same thing down this side, man. It's just the stuff that you need, and that's it, nothing extra. I like how the cylinders and heads got the highlighted fins on the sides on that black motor. Looks really nice. So the rake on the front end, it's a 28-degree rake, which you see, you know, there's a catch-22. For sport performance, you want the rake to be less. For cruiser performance, you want the rake to be more. And they've found a nice happy medium at 28 degrees to make this bike handle good, but then also cruise down the road nice and smooth. Black mirrors. Well, shoot, everything's black on it pretty much. Got a 5.5 gallon fuel tank, so it's going to have good fuel range. 6-speed transmission. Man, I don't know what else you'd want in a sport touring motorcycle. Come check it out at Jaeger Cycle. Thank you.